And we're live. We'll get started in like a minute.
Can you tell if people are on?
It says 0 viewers right now, but I never trust it. It just started though, so then it takes 30 seconds for YouTube to catch up. So they'll see this in 30 seconds. It's the only part I don't like about this. I always feel like there's a little time delay. I'm glad my face is not going to be on the screen during most of this.
Me too.
They'll be able to see you down in the corner.
They can?
I
don't know how I feel about that.
Do you see Grace got a pound? Okay, I'm totally getting off track. I'm not going to start talking. I always forget I'm recording. Okay, I still don't see any viewers. That's a little concerning. Let's go to the event and say we're live, and then we'll just start going. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Woo woo.
Yeah.
We are live. I put we are alive. Okay. All right. We're going to get started. So I'm going to pull up the presentation. Let's hope this all goes good. You can see it, right?
Yep.
Erin? Okay. I'm going to have you mute yourself.
Get
rolling. If you see anything go weird, then let me know. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to the training tonight. Erin and I are going to be speaking on like pages and also ads for like pages. I feel like this is a really important subject right now. I have a lot of newer coaches and also older coaches who are asking if they should start a like page, if they should keep doing it. And I've also had a lot that have been asking about ads. I am personally not an expert on ads. I was just telling Erin, I looked at her presentation and I feel like I'm going to be taking some mad notes tonight about what she talks about. So make sure you have a pen and paper ready. This is recorded at this link. So if you need to go back and watch material, you definitely can. So come back and watch anything and take notes later or take notes now. So first of all, this is like page and ad training. I'm assuming most of you, if not all of you, know my name is Shawn. I am a Diamond Beachbody coach. I've been a coach since March of 2013, but I started actively coaching in September of 2013 when I started my like page, which is called Setting the Example with Shawn, if you don't already like it. And then Erin I will let her introduce herself a little bit, but she is a coach on our team. She's an Emerald coach, and she's a rock star and has a lot of good background knowledge on ads from the job that she currently does. So you're going to get a lot of good information. So like pages. So we're talking about Facebook here, just in case anybody's like, what's a like page? Facebook has an option where you can create from your personal profile. You can create a like page for pretty much anything. People use it for, obviously Beachbody coaches use it a lot, but there's a lot of other people that use it too. Like celebrity personalities. People do like pages for all kinds of different products. So we're not alone in doing this. With that being said, I feel like as a coach, a like page is a great spot for you to share more health and fitness information and more information about your story, so that you're not putting all of that on your personal page. So we're going to kind of go over some differences there and get you a little educated on like pages. So what we're going to be going over tonight during the presentation, we're going to go over how to set up a like page really quick, which I know for some of you have already done, but if you haven't, I'm going to give that information really quick. We're going to do top tips for a like page. So I'm going to give you some of the top things that I have done to help grow my personal like page. And then I'm going to go over how to use your like page to find challengers to basically build your network. Because quite honestly, just having a successful like page is just like letting something sit there. You actually want to use that like page in order to build your business and to help more people. So I'm going to go over some tips on doing that. And then Erin's going to do some ad tips and information for you. So, okay, setting up a like page. So I did basically a list of how to set up. I just want to make sure you guys can see the whole page. Okay, good. basically, I just went through the steps really quick on how you set up a like page. I don't want to spend a ton of time on this. I didn't want to do a ton of screenshots because I feel like this is a fairly simple thing to do. But just to give you the general steps, you just log into your personal Facebook page. And when you're on your personal Facebook page, I did do a screenshot. There's like a little arrow. I've only done this from a computer. You can probably create one too, I would think, from your phone. I don't know what the screen would look like for that, but if you go on a computer and you do the little triangle drop down, it's going to give you an option that says create page. I did a big arrow there so you can't miss it. And you're just going to click create page. And then it's going to give you a couple different options to select from. This is where a lot of people get confused. And when I started out, I thought that I was supposed to pick community or something like that, or I think there was a health and fitness one. And when you do it, you should actually select artist, band, or public figure because you're a public figure. It sounds really crazy because you're like, I'm just a person, I'm just a Beachbody coach, but you're creating the page as a public figure. Then you're going to choose public figure from the drop down on the next screen that comes up. So you want to make sure you select artist, band, or public figure, and then it's going to let you pick out of those ones which you want to select, which is public figure. Then you're going to select a name. And I'm just going to give you a couple tips on name. A lot of people, when I started out, I think I was just setting the example. And now I'm setting the example with Sean, and I've actually thought about changing it again to say setting the example with Sean Roth or something that has my full name on it. And this is why. And I don't know if any of you are friends with Annie, who is one of, or follow her page. She's one of my success partner in coaching, and she's a fellow coach. But she was doing with her like page, and it was called All Around Health. And then she did All Around Health with Annie, and people were having a hard time finding it. And when you go into the search part to search, she changed it to Annie Graves Fitness. So whenever I go in there and I type Annie, it's one of the first things that shows up for me. So I feel like it's nice when we have our name in it, because if somebody's on our personal page and they see that we are that we do Beachbody in any way, they may go to look to see if we have a like page, and you can connect it to your personal Facebook page on the where you can list if you have a job or not. You can actually put that you have a job and then link it to this site. If you have questions on that, let me know. But in case you don't have that done or people don't notice that, it's kind of nice because if they go in the search bar and they just search your name, one of the things that's probably going to show up is then your like page. So I really suggest doing something like with at least your first name in it. If you're not comfortable putting your last name because of privacy, then don't. But like Annie's is a good one, just Annie Graves Fitness. It doesn't have to be anything super complicated, but just make sure that it has at least your first name in it, if not your first and your last name. Then on the next screen, you're going to put in I think it's that same screen, you're going to put in about info. So just put a short description about what your page is about. Make sure you share in there. You don't have to share about Beachbody, but share about what you do as a health and fitness coach and why you're a coach. A lot of times, I don't think a lot of people read that, but if they go to your page and they see you through an ad, they might go to see what your page is about. So make sure that that short little description is going to give them enough information to make them interested. I think mine says, obviously, my go-to thing is I've lost over 100 pounds and that I'm a mom of 3. I put the things in there that I think that are going to catch the eye of the people that I want to work with. So make sure you're putting information in the about info that's going to help you connect to the group of people that you want to follow your page. And you can also put a link to your website. There's a place for you to put a link to your website. You can also, the next screen is upload a profile picture. My suggestion, sometimes I have a before and after picture. A majority of time, if you try to run an ad and you have a before and after picture as your profile picture, they'll deny your ad because they think that you're showing unrealistic results. So now I have a nice picture of myself. So don't put a picture of Shakeology, don't put a picture of a workout program, don't put a before and after picture of someone else. Put a nice shot of you. You can do a selfie, get some nice lighting from the window, just take, do where you look nice and just take a picture and then upload that as your profile picture. You can also add it to your favorites so it shows up on the left-hand side of your screen, and then you can put who you want to connect with. That wasn't something that was available to me when I was creating a new like page, but it does allow you to put who you want to connect with. I kind of want to connect with almost everyone. Unless I'm doing an ad, then I break it down more, and I think Erin's going to talk about that tonight. But in general with my page, I don't really care who follows my page, because maybe I'll have my uncle who is 55 and he's not my demographic, but maybe I could help him. So he could follow my page, but then he might also like or comment on something on my page, and then someone that he knows would see that and then them follow my page. So the more followers, the better, in my opinion. Okay, so that's how you make a like page. So now that you've created it, you also should put a cover photo up. PicMonkey is a great website. It's free. You can go into PicMonkey and you can actually select collage, and then on the left-hand side, it gives you Facebook cover, so it formats it to fit it. Look at some of the top coaches for ideas for cover photos. You can look at mine. Mine just has like a mix of before and after pictures and pictures of me. But a lot of times people will go to your Facebook like page, and the first things they're going to see is your profile picture and your cover photo. So make sure it's something that's engaging that people are going to like. So take a drink of water. Okay, so once your page is set up, what are some of the top tips for success? And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Some of the people who are probably watching this are going to hear some of these tips and they're going to say, I know these, Sean. This is what I want to say to you tonight when you get off this webinar and this or into this week. Make action steps and look at your page. Go back through the last couple, like the last week of you doing your page, and really ask yourself, are you doing these bullet points? Because I'm going to be completely honest with everybody. I have so many coaches now. When I was a newer coach and I only had like 4 or 5 coaches under me, I would go look at my coaches' like pages every single day. I would comment, try to give support, and I would also try to give feedback when I could. It is nearly impossible for me now. My news feed is a mess. I have very little time to dedicate to this business, and scrolling through Facebook is really difficult. So if I see stuff, I try to like and comment on it. I try to give people shout outs on the page. With that being said, you're your own owner of your own business, and you're responsible for your like page. So you need to go through and look through your like page and see if any of these tips, if you're missing any of this stuff. So some of the top tips for success: you need to invite your friends and family to like your like page regularly. You can't just do it in the very beginning. Post about it on your personal page, and there's a place on the like page that lets you invite your friends from Facebook to like your page. Don't just do it once and then be done and think, okay, I've done my work, it'll grow from here. Consistently do it. I've been doing my like page since September of 2013. I go on every single day. It's one of my power hour to-do lists. It doesn't have to be on yours, but it's one of mine. And I invite 3 new people to like my page every single day. 3 of my friends or family, I go through and I individually invite them. There's also a spot where if people like your post on your like page, if you click on the likes, and it's at least, I think, more than 2 or 3 likes, if you click on, it says 3 likes and you click on it, it'll give you a list of everyone who liked your post. And then if they don't already like your page, you can click invite. So it's like a little bonus tip. So if you're looking for new people, sometimes people will see like a friend or family member like your post, someone who's already following it, and then they'll see your post and they'll like it, but they don't like your page. Well, you want to get them over liking your page so that they're hopefully then seeing the posts on your page. But you can also share it on your personal page. Do like a giveaway. I think I saw one of our newer coaches do this today. Do a giveaway where you're going to give away like some Shakeology packets or a bonus workout or something like that, and invite people to like your page and to share it on their pages and to comment so that it gets in the news feed more often. But get a good following on your page. You want to start out getting 100, 150, 200 people right off the bat liking your page so that they can start interacting. You want to post consistently. I see so many coaches make this mistake, and they'll post maybe 1 to 2 times a week. They'll post or they'll post like one time a day. And quite honestly, if you want to get a good following going on your page, you should try to consistently post 2 to 3 times per day, and try to do it around the same time. People know when I'm going to post on my setting the example page. They know I'm going to do early, like in the morning. It's always about my workout. I always do a 5 o'clock post that I schedule, because you can schedule posts right from the like page. Another bonus tip, when you go into posts, there's like a little arrow thing that you can click on and it'll say schedule, and then you can schedule posts. So I schedule a post at 5 o'clock that's an accountability post, kind of asking people, and feel free to steal that, asking them how many veggies they ate. And I do the same question theme of the week every single week. So it's so easy for me to schedule. And then every single night I do like a hard hitting post is what I say. It's either a post about my story or a victory going on in my health and fitness journey, or a struggle. I did a struggle this week. And then I also try to mix in posts about my challenge group and about the sales of the month. So those posts at night I get the most traction on. So I try to do my like hard hitting posts at night, but get consistent. Post content that is helpful or about your story. So I just listened to Bo Eason. He's a very successful motivational speaker. He used to be a football player, and he spoke on the Success Club like prize of the month, I guess. He was a speaker on that. And I was just telling Aaron that he was talking about how, and your story is basically your connection to the world. And so if you don't get personal and you don't share personal things about you, people are not going to connect with you. They're not going to see how you're going to understand their life. So I did a post that was very personal this past week about me having a miscarriage. And it was a very hard post to do. And it took me a long time to get to that point, but about how I've fallen off the wagon. I've gained some weight, not feeling so great about myself, and how I'm back at it. And I just think it's sometimes hard for us to share that personal stuff. But do you know how many messages I got, how many likes, how many comments? I didn't do that post to get that. But at the same time, knowing that it helped other people is pretty amazing. So when you're posting content, don't just share links that are from Beachbody. You can do that every once in a while. Like I said, you're doing 2 to 3 posts a day. One post a day could always be one of the links from Beachbody with their meal prep ideas or a recipe. But try to make at least one post a day that's from your heart, that's about you, or about your workout, or about your struggles, or about your successes, so that people connect with you. You're going to get more traction on your page if you have people that are going to want to like and comment on things. And no offense, if you just throw up a link that's from another website, you're probably not going to get a lot of traction from people. So really think out your page for the week and be like, okay, these 4 nights I'm going to posts that actually mean a lot to me, that are about my story, about why I'm doing this. I'm going to take a solid 5-10 minutes and write up a very good post. It doesn't have to be perfect. My grammar is awful. My storytelling is awful sometimes, but it's from my heart, and that's what people connect to. So you don't have to have my big crazy story. Share your own story. You want to attract people to you for you being you. So be yourself and put it out there. Post videos. Videos get a tons of traction. It's really scary, but post yourself working out. You want to share about the workout programs that you're doing. So when you do a workout program, Erin does a great job with this. Lee does a great job with this. A couple of our coaches on the team, if you want to check out their pages. I try to do a video at least 4 or 5 times a week in the morning. I don't do it every day. Also post videos of you talking about your challenge group, about your struggles, about your free group you're going to do. Like post videos where you're talking, so people can get to know you. I have to get better at that. I get very nervous about doing that. Interact with people who comment on your posts. And I'm going to talk about this a little bit more in a minute, but if people are commenting on your posts, like reply to them. I'm so bad sometimes doing about this, and I have to go back and do it. But if someone even comments and says, good job, Sean, or thanks for this post, it really helped me, or whatever, like I like to comment back to them, and I like to shoot them a private message too. It takes like 5 seconds. It's so personal. That's how you build connections with people. If they're not already a friend of yours and they commented on your post, shoot them a friend request. I don't send a lot of friend requests, but if they took the time to comment on one of my posts and interact with me, I'm going to take the extra step and throw a friend request out to them. I just think it's really important that you're interacting with the people who take time, because no offense, they could scroll right past your post, or they could just like it quick. The fact that they took the time to comment on it, really interact with those people. Tag yourself in awesome posts. So this is something that I do a lot. If there is a post that I do that I think is really strong and I've gotten really good positive feedback on it, or it's something that I want to see, I want more of my friends and family to see, then I will tag myself. I have to do it from my phone. I have issues, so I just have to go to the notifications and go to where it says that my post posted. And when I click on that, it lets me click on my picture and tag myself. It won't let me do it from my computer. But tag yourself in awesome posts that you do that you want to get more traction. Do not let the crickets stop you. So take time to build a following. So it takes a long time sometimes to build a following with this. I've been doing this for 2 years. I made a lot of mistakes in the beginning, and I've learned a lot in the last 2 years. A lot of the things I just talked to you about are things that I've implemented in the last year. In my following, I think I'm almost at 2,000, 1,800. I don't even know how many I'm at right now, but a lot of it is organic. I have not paid for likes on my page. I've boosted ads on my page and I've gotten some likes from that, but most of the likes on my page are because of what I've posted and because of the people I've connected with and the following I've built. And I almost think that's better than sometimes just paying for people to like your page, because then I don't feel like they're as vested. They picked your page because they saw, oh, that looks like a good page, like. I want people who have read my posts and who connect to me and who want to like interact with me on my page to be the one. So don't let the crickets stop you. You're not going to have a lot of people liking and commenting your posts in the beginning, but if you just give up after like a month, like you've wasted a month of your life. Just keep going with it, and eventually in time, my post, like my last one of my posts, I got over like 4,000 views on this week. So that was huge. And then I got more views on a lot of the other posts too after that because of people seeing the other post. Okay, I'm going way over. I'm sorry, Erin. 3 ways to take the next time to find challengers. So there's 3 different ways that I want to talk to you guys about. Okay, so great, Sean, I'm building this like page. What do I do next? So first of all, likes who are not friends. Every single day, I try to add 2 to 3 people, new likes as friends. So I go in and I look at the likes on my page. And if I have anybody who has liked my page that's not someone I'm already friends with on my personal page, I shoot them a friend request. If somebody looks weird, I get this question a lot, or I don't send requests to guys. It's just me personally. I like to work with women. It's what I'm comfortable with. This is my business. But maybe you don't care. Maybe you're like, no, men is a group that I would love to work with. Then shoot requests to men. There's a privacy thing that some people have a hard time with. And I will say that eventually I just had to like give up on that. I hid where I live. I try not to post a lot about where our family is. I can hide, I can do certain privacies on your specific posts when you post on your personal page. So if you are friends with someone, and if someone gives me the heebie-jeebies, I unfriend them and I block them. That's it. Like, it's not that hard. So if you have someone that you're kind of like, I'm not so fond of, or you look at the list and you go to friend request them and you go, you get to choose who you friend request. So just do who you're comfortable with and go from there. But you need to start building your network of people, and connecting with them through your like page is a lot harder. And you can't message people who like your page if you're not friends with them. You have to pay $1 a person. So you just have to kind of choose your battle on that. But go in and clean up your friend requests every couple days and remove the ones who did not accept. So Facebook can throw you in jail if you have too many pending friend requests out there. So you just want to go to the friend request tab, and I think there's something that says view sent requests. And if people haven't accepted my friend request in like a day or two, I just go in and I undo the request. That's it. I just keep it clean. I just try to make sure I don't have a lot of pending people out there. Messaging new like. Oh, and then after those people, if they accept my friend request, I message those new likes. So it's kind of like the next step with this is messaging the new likes. So I shoot them a welcome message to anyone who likes my page. If I don't know them, if they're not a friend or family member, I just say, thank you for liking my page. I appreciate it. Do you have an interest in health and fitness? I keep it really simple. I keep it short and sweet. A lot of times people will message back and be like, yeah, actually I'm into health and fitness. I've been working out potential coach maybe, or there's someone that says, I've hit a plateau, I was kind of looking for help, do you have any tips or support, that kind of stuff. So it kind of opens the door. I used to ask the question, are you looking for help with your health and fitness? But I felt like it put a wall up for the people who weren't, and I want to talk to everybody. So I just say, do you have an interest in health and fitness? That's a yes or no question that they can then answer. But message those new likes. Remember, only the people that you're friends with, so you have to shoot them a friend request first, and have them accept that friend request, or they won't get that message. It'll go to their other folder. But make sure you're messaging even your friends and family, not this message, of course, but a more personal message, thanking them for liking your page and that you appreciate the support and you hope they're doing well, and, just something more personal to them. So then after you've done this, I said running ads. After you gather a following, then work on adding new people by running ads. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that because obviously Erin is going to, but ads have been huge for me. I spend a lot of time when I run an ad, and I don't spend a ton of money, connecting with everybody who likes or comments and trying to friend request them and stuff. I really try to build relationships with those people that I do ads for, because I feel like if I paid especially, I might as well get the most out of it and really try to connect with those people. So running ads has been a really big help to me. And I think that is it for me. Now I just need to find Erin. Okay, Erin, you are up. Sorry.
Did you find me?
Oh, sorry, I muted myself. You're good. You're good. You can go.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay, tell me when to switch screens.
Okay, I will tell you.
Okay.
So, hi everyone. I'm Erin Smith. I have been coaching for about a year. Like Sean said, I am an Emerald coach. And I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about Facebook advertising. Just kind of talking a little bit about ads, promoted posts, boost posts, primarily just boost posts, really, and let you guys know a little bit about how to do them, how to set them up, and then also how you know if they're successful. And I should note that I know a lot of this information because I talked with some of the reps at Facebook. I had a meeting at my other job, and they gave us all of this background information. So we really dug into a lot of the how do you know if it's successful? What's the best way to do it? What's the best dollar amount? So this is really based on Facebook's information, and I'm just going to share with you guys what they shared with me. All right, Sean, you can go to the next one. So I'm going to talk about how to set up a boosted post, how you know if it worked, and then some tips for boosted posts. You can go to the next one. Okay, so when you go, there's actually several different ways to boost your post, promote your page, set up ads, and they're all different things. So Facebook ads are the ones that you see that run along the right-hand side. They're just a small square, and you choose the picture, you choose the content, and design it, send it to Facebook, and it runs on that right-hand side. So promoted posts and boost posts are the ones that are actually look the same as the information that's in your news feed. And boosted posts are the ones that we are going to look at today, typically the way that we post them. So when you're going to boost a post, the best way to do it is to choose your page. So, go to your page, then choose the post that you want to boost, and then spelled create wrong. To create a new post to boost, you just click the plus button. Okay, you can go to the next one, Sean. So I don't know if you guys have done these before, but the boost posts are really, really cool in that you can customize your audiences. So you can go in and you can pick your location. So you can go in and you can say, I want anyone in the United States. Or you could say, I want anyone in the United States and in Michigan. Or you can say, I want anyone in the United States who's in Michigan, who's within 60 miles of Grand Rapids, Michigan. You can go in and you can get as specific as you want to. I personally lately have been getting fairly specific because I feel like I get people who are more likely to work with me if they feel like I'm not just some random person. You know, if it's someone in California, it's like, oh, who is this girl from Michigan? I don't know. You know, with me being kind of newer to the coaching stuff, my page isn't super robust. I don't have thousands and thousands of people on my page. I have like 100 people. So I feel like a little bit it adds credibility if they're more like me. So I've been trying to customize my audience based on that. So lately I've been doing specifically in Michigan. I haven't been doing the radius close to Grand Rapids or Kalamazoo or whatever, but you certainly can. You can get specific with your ages, obviously, you know, 13 to 65 plus. Again, I've been trying to find people who are more like me because I feel like they'll be more likely to work with me. So I've been doing an age range of 28 to 43, I think, is what I've been doing. And I've been doing all women. Obviously, like Sean said, if you know, want to work with a bigger age range, men, women, etc., than that, go for it. It's just your personal preference. And again, I've been picking women just because I feel like they can probably relate to me more. You can pick different languages. You can pick different demographics. There's a whole list in here. You can also go in and choose to promote to people who like your page because, as you guys know, like pages, people don't necessarily see it just because they've liked your page. So if you boost a post, the people on your like page are more likely to see it. You can also eliminate people from your like page because you created a post. They're probably going to see it anyways. So you can take them out and, you know, pay to get new people instead of paying to get people who have already liked your page. It's really up to you. Okay, Sean, can you go to the next one? So you can also go in and you can set your budget and you can set your schedule. So it's going to ask you to set a dollar amount, and you can either set a dollar amount that is for the life of the ad, or you can set a dollar amount per day. You can also put to run it continuously. You can pick a start date and an end date. And then when you submit it, they're going to go in and they're going to basically approve it. So once you submit it, it's not going to go live at that exact second. They need to approve it first. And basically, Facebook reviews all of their posts, boosted posts, ads, etc., to make sure that they meet their particular standards. And it is a little bit random, I should warn you. Sometimes it's a little bit weird how all of that works. And then you can, you know, go in to optimize for your page post engagement. So your engagement is basically whenever someone clicks, likes, comments on, or shares your post. So if someone does any of those things on your boost post, that's what's going to start the dollar amount. And you can actually go in while your ad is live and you can pause it as well. So if you are looking at your ad and you're seeing that it's been up for, you know, an hour and you've already had 10 people comment on, you know, your ad and that they're interested in joining your next challenge group, then you can go in and you can pause it and say, I'm going to stop right here. I've already spent $6. I have 10 people who are interested. I'm going to pause it right now and talk to these people, and tomorrow or the next day I'm going to go in and unpause it if I need to get more people to see it. So you have a lot of options once you start it. All right, Sean, you can go to the next one. Okay, so how do you know if it worked? There is a section when you go into Facebook. When you pull up your main page, it's just on your normal, like on my Erin Smith page, not on my like page. But there is a section on the left-hand side that says Ads Manager. So if you click on the Ads Manager, you'll see all of your ads that you've created. So if you go in and you click on the boosted post that you want to look at, you click on that, it's going to pull up a whole bunch of numbers, and they don't seem to make a lot of sense when you're looking at them. So there's three main things that you want to look at to see if your boosted post worked. The number one is the click-through rate. And an acceptable click-through rate is 1%. If you had 1% of people, basically what a click-through rate is it means that they, looked at your ad, clicked on your ad, looked at your photo, pulled it up, read it, etc. That's a click-through. So an acceptable click-through rate is 1%. The second one is your relevance score. And basically that means whether you're reaching the target audience that you were shooting to reach. And so a relevance score of 7+ is really good. I don't know, for all of the boost posts that I've done, I've actually had, I think, a relevance score of a 10 on all of them, which is as high as you can get. So they're pretty good about making sure that they're meeting who you're looking for. And then the last one is frequency. And frequency is the number of times that the same person sees your boosted post. So a lot of times they say in kind of the advertising, promotions, marketing world that people don't do something with a post the first time that they see it. And so the frequency, you kind of want to see people that are seeing it more than once. A lot of times that's good if they see it more than one time. But you also don't want it to be too high, because that means that they're seeing it over and over again and they're not doing anything with it. And so a good frequency is somewhere between 3 and 5. They really say to shoot for 5 or under, but a good score is 3 to 5. So when you're looking at all of those numbers, those are the 3 you should be focusing on to make sure that the ad worked the way that it was supposed to. And if it isn't, then you know that you need to go through and maybe make some modifications and some changes. All right, Sean, you can go to the next one. So how much should you be spending? According to Facebook, $10 is the average amount that you should spend per day. And Sean can talk about this a little bit more too if she wants to, but what she had said to me that she does that works really, really well for her is she does a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. There's a lot of people who are on Facebook kind of at the beginning of the week. So does her boosted post Sunday evening, and then spends $10 a day for 3 days in a row. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And I think that that really makes sense with all of the information that Facebook told us. That's a good way to do it. But if you guys want to do it cheaper, $10 is the amount that you should spend per day. I think Facebook, when they're talking to businesses, recommends 7 days in a row. But obviously that's a little bit different for us since we're not necessarily looking to have the same reach as, say, the hospital that I work at. All right, you can go to the next one, Sean. And then one of the things, too, when you're going through, I wanted to pull this part out especially, but when you're going through and you're setting the demographics for your boosted post, one of the things that you can do is you can select interests. And this can really be anything that you think people would be interested in, where you can get any of the target audience that you're looking for. So some of the things that they suggested for weight loss is things like Dr. Oz, Weight Watchers, Self or Shape magazine, Biggest Loser, Jenny Craig. You could look at obesity or bariatric surgery, Diet Coke. A lot of people who are trying to be conscientious about their weight are drinking Diet Coke. Clean eating or portion control, running, jogging. I don't know why I have running on there twice. Things like bicycling. If you play tennis, you could talk about, your tennis, or if you ride horses, you could talk about, your horseback riding. I have type 1 diabetes, so a lot of times in my posts, I talk about how losing weight and Beachbody and Shakeology have helped my diabetes. And so that's something that a lot of times I put as my interest because I have a special, you know, skill set where I can help other people who have that as well. But you can really do anything that you're interested in to find people who are more like you, who are going to, be interested in working with you. It's a great way to really hone in a little bit more on who your target audience is. Okay, Sean.
All right, I'm back. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Mind blown.
Yeah?
I didn't know any of that. No.
Well, Facebook employees are really, really smart.
I'm sure they are. I was going to say on the interest thing, and I didn't know if you're going to tell me this is bad. For me personally, some of the things that I do too is I think about things that I look for a lot on Facebook. And so two things that I like or have likes interest in are plus size clothing. And I have since before and after I lost weight, like Torrid, Lane Bryant and them. So I'll put plus size clothing. And then I also do children's clothing. Like I'm looking for moms, you know what I mean? Like, cause that, so like when Erin's saying interest, like I think the biggest thing I thought about is like what types of, I'm looking for people that are like very similar to me, who might be looking for help with their health, you know what I mean? And so I try to think of things too that just specifically I search for before and after losing weight.
Yeah, well, and I think that that's perfect. And honestly, I think one of the things that a lot of people talk about is a mistake is trying to be everything to everyone. I'm going to appeal to different people than Sean's going to appeal to, then Annie's going to appeal to, then Ashley or Katie are going to appeal to. We all appeal to different people. And so I think it's really important to, hone that in a little bit. You don't necessarily have to say, I'm just looking for people from Michigan or I'm just looking for people from Kalamazoo, but, finding people who are more like you are makes them more comfortable to work with you. And honestly, in a really selfish way, makes it easier for you to work with them. Sean can attest, you can get some very interesting characters on these things. And, when you're looking for people who are more like you, you're less likely to get some of these people who maybe aren't very serious or who are going to be more of a challenge to work with for you.
Do you think I should share one of my posts quick? Erin and I both said that we didn't have enough time tonight to do like a bunch of example what ads would be. I'm always trying to look at what sponsored posts are in my news feed that look like they are getting a lot of like feedback on, and then I don't steal them, but I reword them and try to rework them. And should I show them the one that works for me really good, Erin?
Yeah, I think one good example is a good idea. And then obviously checking other people, all of our pages or other coaches' pages to see, you can look at their post and see how many people liked it, how many people shared it, how many people commented on it. That's a good way to tell if it was an effective post.
Is it showing up?
Yep.
Okay, so this is a post that's worked really well for me, and Annie actually does it too. So if you want to go look at Annie Graves Fitness, because obviously she hasn't lost over 100 pounds. So this post really works well for me because it's just a picture of me looking cute in an outfit. And I've used various pictures of me over the last year doing this same post. But I just talk about just 2 years ago, I can't say I lost 100 pounds. Like Erin said, they'll stop certain things in ads. You can't promise people that they're going to lose weight, and you can't like put a before and after picture. You can't do, I can't put in here, in 2 years, I've lost over 100 pounds and kept it off. But I can say just 2 years ago, I was 340 pounds and at my lowest point in life, because that's true. It's not saying how much I lost. They can look at the picture and obviously see I've lost weight. But then I kind of just talk about what healthy eating and exercise has done for me and how it helped me become the mom and wife I want to be. Then I talk about what I'm looking for, that I'm looking for 10 women who are looking to, for a set plan to reach their goals. I'm pretty specific in my ads because I want to make sure the people who are commenting on them for the most part, read them and know what they're getting. And then I always put a call to action at the end of it that people say that I'm in, and then I just have them send me a friend request. I comment when they say I'm in and tell them to send me a friend request, or I send them one. And that's it. I keep it really simple and short, and I run this ad every single week. I'm going to go back and see if Erin's statistics tell me it's good or not. I get a lot of people who comment on it and like on it, so I'm hoping. But now I'm a little nervous that I'm going to go and it's going to be like shoot, that it's not going to be it's not going to be good. Very professional way to end this. But yeah, this is just a sample ad that I run. You just have to do trial and error. Wouldn't you agree, Erin? Like, it's all about trial and error with ads. You just have to try new things.
Yep, absolutely. And actually, one of the other things that they sometimes recommend that you do on Facebook is that you can run the same copy with different photos for like 7 days in a row, and see which photo is getting the most. And then like the next 7 days, you can just run the photos that were most effective. And it kind of helps you to drill down to what photos are grabbing people's attention more. So going forward, you can try to tailor it a little bit better. So if you know, they really like photos best where I'm in workout clothes, or they really like photos best where I'm more dressed up, then you can gear your photos toward that in the future. Like, we did a test, and it was really weird. We did an event about back pain, and we were getting all women who were commenting on it, all women who were signing up for it. It was all women, but the photo that was performing the best was like a grandpa fishing with a little boy. I don't know. I guess maybe because women were signing up for their husbands, or I'm not sure. But it was very interesting. So I think sometimes it's not what you expect. I mean, if we just looked at the numbers and said, oh, it's all women, so let's go with the female photo, the top 2 images were both men, a man golfing and a grandpa with a little boy fishing. And it was all women signing up. So you just never know. You kind of have to play with it and see what's most effective. Try full body, try just your face, and see which ones work best.
Right. So that's it, everyone. I didn't see any questions. We went way over for the 30 minutes I told Erin we were going to shoot for, so I feel really bad, but I hope you guys got good info. So I'm just going to look really quick and make sure nobody posted any questions and I missed it. If you have questions and you watch, how can I see a list of all the people who have liked my page? I've been trying to figure it out. Either I'm blind or tired, or it's not that easy. Erin, I don't know if Erin can help with this, but the other day I could go see very easily, and I can't see, and Annie's helping me with it. So Mahala, I'll talk to Annie tonight, unless Erin knows how to do it.
I do not, and I actually have always wondered that question myself. So I am excited to find out this answer.
It used to say on the side, and I know you can go in your phone, and if you have the Pages app, which I do, you can go to. You do. If you have it, there's a place to go. I don't know. Mahala, I will let you know, because I need to talk to Annie tonight and figure that out. But there is a spot where she said you can go and see everyone who's liked your page, not just your friends and family. So that was not very good, because your one question I can't answer. I feel a little bad. But
well. Okay.
Okay, I think that's it. So that's the only question we had. If you have more questions and you watch this later, comment it on this post, and me and Erin, I will either tag Erin if it's for Erin, or
Is this where you go? Like at the very top, where it says of 143 likes? You just click on it?
Does it let you do something?
I mean, I didn't count, but I can see a whole bunch of people who like your page.
Yes. If you click on, so if you're in your Pages app and you click, I don't know if anybody can see. Can they see? If you're in the Pages app on your phone and you click the number of likes on the main page, it'll take you through and you can see everyone who's liked your page.
Okay.
So I guess that would be the easiest way to do it. So boom. We do have an answer.
If that doesn't work for you, let us know.
Yeah, but you have to have the Pages app on your phone.
Oh,
Ways
left
to
tab.
schedule a post. Any other questions did you see? I didn't see.
Let me just double check.
All right, I think we're good.
Nope, I don't see any more questions.
Have a good night.